Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Eagles are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Redskins offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of... Six there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Not today, baby.
The first carry now for Rob Kelly. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And an alley to run. Broken tackle for Kelly. And all the way down to the 26. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Cousins to throw it. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. And there are the numbers a week ago for LeGarrette Blount. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Again, here's Blount. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Sunday. Here we go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Watch right. Watch right. Watch right.
Wentz going to give this one to Blount. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run again with Blount. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Lady. 3 down.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down.
We got three down.
They do go for it. It's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by Smith. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Eagles.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's Blunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down. Well, bucking the trend a little bit, going against the advanced metrics twice on this drive now, going for it on 4th, but hey, 2 for 2.
Yeah, and the advanced metrics, those are the ones that you and I are used to. Welcome to Madden NFL football, my friend. They're going to go for it.
Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Wentz. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he fires one, but incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. And he motions the wide receiver. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 26 yards on the play there. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Alert! 3 down. Here we go.
Now this time Wentz will throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the wideout in motion. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. The 20. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Over the middle, complete. It's Paul. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And Reed with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Bust through the tackle. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Double tight, double tight.
Here we go.
Three down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 26 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Ertz over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Three down.
Please. Wrap.
No. Off.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Check 43.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On play action, Wentz flush to his right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zach Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter. 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind.
Touchdown, Washington! Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
There we go.
Is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Following the interception, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kelly. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Watch left. He's tied right there.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder is... Second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And some space here. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And now running right through him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Thompson. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a time. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Jeffrey. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Let's go!
Room here to run. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Pumphrey last year at San Diego State led the country over 2,100 yards rushing. The question now, how do you see him translating to the NFL?
Well, I hear all the naysayers talk about him being less than 180 pounds, but look, the production of San Diego State, the number of carries, this kid has toughness. He will carry the ball and surprise people. And look, he broke Marshall Faulk's record at San Diego State. That's got to count for something.
Second down and 4.
Tight end left.
Porky, 82, Porky.
Got three down.
Now Wentz.
Tight yard.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Eagles on third down. A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz now to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Kill.
Now Blunt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again with Kelly, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Back out for another drive comes LeGarrette Blunt. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Back.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
Go.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. 81.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 30. Third down.
Hey. We got four down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Tight end right.
Sunday.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Tokyo.
Watch twist.
Wentz. Flushed out right.
Back.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So a chance to give his guys a second half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
Cousins now to throw on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Cousins now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rob Kelly with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following this. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get... Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here we go!
Here's Ajayi. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. "57 yards. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down. Chest.
2nd down, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Michael Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. Trucks over him. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
get
this
a little
time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Third and long for Cousins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, tight end's right.
Ram. Kill.
We got 3 down.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Johnson jostles free. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. To throw, it's Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back to throw. Wentz. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Alshon Jeffrey, so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL. Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Cousins. Incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Cousins. And that's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year, and the Eagles add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Uh-oh, Kirk Cousins. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. So Cousins now off on the sideline, out of this game. And look who's going to get a shot here in relief. It's Robert Griffin III. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The first throw for the backup Griffin. It's complete to Grant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Griffin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Griffin. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
It's brought in by Doxson. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 20 yards on the pickup there. To throw is RG3. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. A big offensive explosion.
You